Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The balls will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Legendary Tennessee coach General Bob Neyland used to say you never know what a football player is made of until he faces Alabama. We're about to find out what everybody's made of, guys.
Yes, we are, and this rivalry is so great. Growing up in the South, man, you knew the third Saturday in October was Throwdown, was big-name Tennessee, big-name Alabama, Jesse, and they were going to go at it.
And, David, it just feels like when these two teams take the field, there's just a different energy in the stadium. Regardless of where they're playing, someone's going to be enjoying victory cigars when this one's over. Can't wait to find out who.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the grab. It's Law. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking for space, it's Haynes. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Now improvising. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the balls blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and showed up on the scoreboard.
Oh, and Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. To the air, it's Milroe. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense has its first opportunity of the day. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
To the ground with the back. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
The Volunteers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Here's the handoff. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to run for it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. He'll pull it on the read. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Haynes. Tackled after picking up the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's McCoy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Using his legs, it's Sampson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Buys a little and the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets away from one, finds room. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They're going to go right back to him on first down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Quick pass on the jet motion. Shakes off the tackler. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Tennessee, 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give to the back. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off. Discards a man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. After run, now throw. Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Quarterback on the keeper. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out quickly.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game.
Looking for a deep man. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown ball. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Kansas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Lawrence. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The run from the shotgun. Sweet feet on the move. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. He's got the back in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Get it out on the screen.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Trying to get to it. Catch in the middle, it's Law. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He's going to pass. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Caught over the middle. It's Law. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in
the freshman able to get home with the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional battle between the Tide and Vols. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Tennessee plays out.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll start the third quarter with the run. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the run, it's Selden. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Gets it to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. He'll do it himself. Ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. Touchdown tie! And the route is on. The tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Gonna run it. It's Young. Sweet feet on the move. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Got his man down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oklahoma State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Pokes team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Vols will call on their punt team.
Now, 4th down.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
3rd down coming up after the completion.
3rd down coming.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll try the toss to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Tennessee, 7th.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. He's back to throw on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Selden. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using the quick game. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
52, Tennessee, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Vols send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. The give is to Miller. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. Bring in the heat. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. grabbed over the middle. It's Young. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip.
Brings up second down.
They'll run it to the right. Breaks the tackle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Second down coming up.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Running back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Splits the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Lets it fly. Brings it in down the left side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Brings up second down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Can't get him to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man.
The expressway is wide open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.